Hello, hello, and welcome back to a brand new podcast episode here on Abundant Self. I'm your host, Jules. I'm a manifestation mindset and social media success coach. I do lots of things online. I'm also a UGC creator, so I create content for brands. If any of this interests you, then please make sure to also click below the links in my description box because I share all of the courses, coaching programs, the recent offers, masterclasses, all the good stuff I share down below. And if you're not following me yet on on Instagram or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd be so excited to have you follow along. And yeah, just support the show by also leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. In this week's episode, I really want to speak about all of you entrepreneurs, content creators, aspiring coaches, or high achieving people out there. I mean, if you're male and listening, that's fine too. But I want to speak directly to you if you are someone who's multi-passionate, who does lots of things, who loves what she or he does, but sometimes can't really stop, I guess, because I know you, like I feel you. I know how it is to go and go and go and go. And especially if you are doing something that you love for work, like in my case, for example, I love creating these type of videos. I love my podcast interviews. I love social media. I love creating content for brands. And it's so easy to fall into this trap of like just working all the time and being like a little alcoholic. I wanted to say a little workaholic. I definitely am. I would consider myself as a workaholic for sure. But I also, that's why I also know how hard it is to actually rest and not do anything. I have a personal reto in Spanish, a personal challenge for myself. And that's when I'm going to Portugal at the end of the month in November. I'm going on a solo trip, just me by myself for a week, Portugal, coast of Portugal. I'm so excited. And I really want to take the time to be offline, not be with my phone. I might vlog 1 or 2 days just to have then like content for some later days. But yeah, what really happens to me is that I'm in this kind of like era where I really want to hustle and I really want to get a lot of done. And I know if you are watching, you might be able to relate. But at the same time, I know that now is the time to actually stop. Now is the time to actually take time for myself and just do nothing work related, because otherwise it's going to lead into burnout. We do not want to be burned out by 30 or by 27 or 26. And that's why now is the time to really be like, hey, what is actually something that is not work related, but that is so much fun? Like, where am I having so much fun? And again, as I said, it can be so hard if you are having so much fun working. For example, if you're a model and you have so much fun working as a model and, taking pictures or, modeling for a brand or so, it's so much fun for you, but you also get paid, so it's work. How can you now take a break? And I think one of the most important things is to not forget your practices, to not forget journaling, to not forget meditation, to not forget going inwards, going for walks without your phone. It happens a lot to me that I leave my phone completely at home when I go for walks in nature, but it also happens a lot to me that I don't even have time anymore for my practices, my normal daily routines like journaling, because I'm so caught up with work. I'm so caught up in work and I'm just like working all the time because it's so much fun, right? Again, so like, where do you draw the line in your life right now? Where can you draw the line? Where can you be like, okay, we have 2 months left of 2024, like literally the new year is around the corner. Where can I right now draw the line and just like not prioritize work all the time? Where can I right now relax, sit back and do something fun? Where can I also go on a trip? And even if it's just like a day trip or so, where can I book a little vacation or a wellness retreat, or get a new book and spend my time reading instead of working, instead of being on my phone, instead of creating content, instead of recording a podcast episode, It's just so important to always have this balance and to always listen to yourself. So people who are very high achievers and who are always, just working constantly, there's like sometimes at one point, and I feel that too, there's like this imbalance really coming up in forms of like, oh, like the whole world is just like in one night just crashing all on me. I felt the other day, actually, I felt so devastated. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I was like really frustrated. I felt completely like confused because I'm doing so many things, right? I'm doing so many things, but also if you're someone who's multi-passionate, I understand you. I feel you. Like, it's okay to do many things at once. It's okay to have like 3, 4, 5 different hobbies or passions. It's totally fine. No one says that you need to just stick with one thing. Actually, it's good for you to have different hobbies. It's good for you to kind of like distract yourself from one thing by doing the other. And that's currently what I focus on, is like, I love working, but I also know that there are other things that are really fun that I love doing. And so if I have this balance, it's going to be like long term, on the long run, it's going to be much better. Another thing is also difficult if you're an entrepreneur, I know, but how can you not work like 7 days of a week, but maybe instead really focus on 5 days a week, like a normal job. And then those 5 days, you really focus on having special like tasks, For example, Monday, you only do your podcasts, or Tuesdays, you only do emails if you have an email list. Wednesdays, you have your client calls. Thursdays, I don't know if you are a content creator also. Thursdays, you reach out to brands, or you talk to brands, or you close deals or create the content for the brands, but really have like specific days. I think that's also something that really helps. And then have 1 or 2 days a week where you really do nothing, where you really, yes, maybe upload a story if you want, but really focus on not working, And I know it can be hard because I'm the same. I'm like, I could work all the time, for real. Especially on something that you love, creating Canvas or launching a new product or a new service. Like, I know how it feels. But where can you rest? Where can you really take a day just to forget about all that? Just to be like, okay, it's not important. It's 10 p.m. at night. I don't have to upload anything right now. It's okay not to post. My audience is still going to be there tomorrow, even if I don't post right now, even if I don't have a new reel this week. They're still going to be there. And that is the third thing that I want to mention in this episode, is that you are the brand. You are the personal brand. If you are a coach, a content creator, you do something online like that's not related with e-commerce, because e-commerce is like a whole nother business. But if you are a UGC creator, for example, you are the brand, right? You are a personal brand, and your unique skill set, your unique skills, and your way of creating that content, your authenticity is what sells. You sell, basically. So those clients, those people in your audience, those brands, they're still going to be there tomorrow, next week, in 2 more weeks. If you feel currently that you need to step back, and if you need to take a step back and just like pause for a moment, they're still going to be there. I much rather have my clients wait with creating content, pause, and be like, you know what, I still need a couple of weeks to figure this whole thing out, and then I'm going to commit fully to really uploading reels, for example, consistently. I much rather have them do that instead of going immediately like, yeah, I'm posting 2 times a day and let's do this. And then after 3 or 4 weeks, they're completely burnt out. They have no ideas anymore what to post. They have no ambition. They have no drive, no motivation, nothing. And it's just like crickets for 2 months. That's not consistency. Rather, take a step back, evaluate also what's working, what's not working, and then go from there. If this is something that you needed to hear right now, please make sure to follow along. Leave a like, a comment. I am so grateful for you being here. This was a super short episode. I just felt like that needed to come out right now. I do actually host a 5-day confusion to clarity challenge. It's going to be in Spanish though. But yeah, if that interests you, if you know Spanish, if you speak Spanish, you can follow me at Jules Bellot on Instagram, and you're going to know about the challenge, all the details. I also leave some links down in the show notes below. And if you come back to the podcast every single week, I'm just so beyond grateful for you. I love you beyond words with all my heart. I wish to just squeeze you all the way. Thank you so much for being here, and I see you next week.